add it, first you read that model instance and then you add it. You read the model instance and then what? Add it. So this is a model instance. This is which instance? Course 1. This is which instance? Course 2. Right? Then after that, if you want to read the data, you can read the data by using student1.course.all. This will get whose details? Course details. But I want to know which course is joined by how many students. Then course 1 dot, and what is the related field here? Students. Dot which one? All. So this get all the details. I mean, this course 1 is joined by how many students? 2 students. Okay. This is joined by how many students? 2 students. Now course 1 dot students dot all. Now there is a narration. One more is a Suresh. And course 2 dot students dot all. It is joined by only one student. So this query set contain the details of what here? Student. So what contain student name as well as what? Student name. Only one field we have taken. What is that? Student name. Right? Yes. Now this is how you are trying to. Yes. Is it this is clear? This relationship is clear. So how many constraints you are using? 3 constraints. One is 1-to-1 field. Second one is foreign key. And third one is what? Many-to-many field. Many-to-many field. Right? Then after this, so let me tell you. So after this, let me tell you about. So working with. So I'll take one example, one case study or one capstone project I'll tell you on relationships. But once we complete this topic, because I want to include this topic also as a part of it. Okay. So working with which files? Media files. So media files means working with which one? Images. Working with the audio files. Working with the audio files and video files. Or you can see how to upload the files. There's nothing but uploading files. Media files are uploading. I'll take one project. So uploading which one here? Files. How can you upload the files? This is nothing but uploading the files. Or working with which files? Media files. Now compulsory, nowadays any project or any website you see, they try to sign up. For example, you want to take an admission, then you register with what? Photograph. Will you register with a photograph or not? Yes. For example, you are applying the job, then you upload what? Resume. You upload your resume or not? Yes. But where this images and all these things are stored, where all this information gets stored in? It is stored in what? Server. It is stored in server, and this server, it is saved in the server system. It is saved in which system? Server system. But that path is stored. That path is stored in what? Database. That path is stored in what? Database. So this resume is not uploaded in the database. This image is not uploaded in what? Database. You don't store images in database. You don't store audio files in database. You don't store video files in what? Database. If you store all this in database, the size of the database increases. The size of the database what? Increases. A lot of images if you store in the database, the size of the database increases. Then where it is stored in? Server system. System is in the hard disk. In the hard disk in one location. It is stored in the hard disk in one location. And that location path is referred in what? Database. But you are not storing image data in what? Database. Right? So working with the media files and images, audio, video, or uploading the files. So for uploading the files, now what are the basic steps? See here, every application or project required to upload Upload, upload which one? Files. Upload files. These files can be what here? Images. These files can be what here? Audio files. Or these files can be what here? Video files. Or it can be which files here? PDF, or it can be what? Doc, or any files. Every application or project required to upload files, images or audio, videos or PDF or docs. So these files, okay, these files are not stored or persist, not stored or persist in database. So here database consists of only URL of uploaded file. URL of uploaded file. But these files are saved. These files are saved within which system? Server system. But your database is having only what? URL. URL is nothing but path. URL is nothing but what here? Path. It is having only a path, but it doesn't have the data. It doesn't have the data, but the data is stored in the server system. The data is stored in which system? Server system. So what are the basic steps? What are the basic steps to work with? What are the basic steps to work with? What is that here? Media files. First step is, what are the basic steps to work with the media files? Are you getting or not? What you are learning? What you are learning? Working with the media files or file uploading. So compulsory you required this. Every project required this. Every project required this. What it required? Uploading the files. What is the first step is, okay, configuration of which settings? Media settings. Okay. Now this is done. Configuration of media settings. First thing is configuration of media settings. Second thing is you have to create which one? Model. You have to create a model. Create a model where okay, media file is what here? Uploaded. So create a model where media file is uploaded. So first one is configuration of media settings, and second one is create a model where media file is uploaded. The first step is configuration of media settings. And the configuration of media settings is done in settings.py. Configuration of media settings is done in settings.py. So configuration of media settings is done in what is this here? Settings.py. In settings.py, you have to define two things. In settings.py, you have to define two things. One is media. Okay, here. Okay, here you have a static URL, right? Like that, you also have media URL. Is it there? Is it there or not there? If it is not there, you have to create two files. Two variables. These are predefined variables. There are two variables you have to create. And what is the name of the variable is? Okay, what is the name of the variable is? Media underscore what here? URL. What is the name of the variable is? Media underscore what? URL. These are predefined variables and it should not change the name. And it is a case sensitive. Variables are identifiers or not? Yes. Like you have a static URL. Like you have a which URL? Static URL that refers to which path? Static path. In the same way, media URL is defined by using which one? Media underscore what? URL. Media underscore URL. And one more variable you required. And one more variable is what here? Media underscore. Media underscore what is that? Settings. Now, two variables you required. Two variables you required. One is media underscore URL and one more is what? Media underscore what? Settings. So media underscore settings. Now media underscore URL. URL is nothing but what here? Path. So it means media URL variable. It is a predefined. It is a predefined variable. It is a predefined variable. This variable is used. This variable is used to access which one? Physical location of which one? Media files. Physical location of which one? Media files. Suppose your media files are there in some F drive where you store in your project. Suppose in your project your media files are there in one location called media. Your media files are there in one location called which one? Media. This media is there in your which folder it is? Project folder. This is your project folder. In project folder, one more folder is there called which one? Media. Then how you refer this path? You will not write D colon backslash. You will not write F colon backslash. Now this path you refer with one name and that name you call it as which one? Media URL. So you never access physical paths directly. You access it by using what? URL. You don't access physical, but you access that path by using what? URL. It means this path you are accessing it by using one name and that name you call it as which name? Media URL. Yes, you may store images in cloud also. Yes. So that is called as media underscore what? URL. So media URL, it is a predefined variable and this variable is used. Okay, it is a predefined variable. Yeah, you can store anywhere. It can be stored in cloud also. See, it can be stored in cloud or it can be stored in any location. Yes. So the next one is you have to create media settings. Okay, media URL is there. And one more is media settings. And this media settings, this is one predefined variable. Media URL is one variable and media settings is one more variable. And media URL, it is a predefined variable and this variable is used to access physical location of what? Media files. But how you define where your media files are stored? By using which one? Media settings. Okay, this media settings, actually this name, you call it as media root. So media root. Now there is one variable and what is the name of this variable is here? Media root. It is a predefined variable. It is a predefined variable. It is a predefined variable and this variable represents which location? Physical location of which one? Media files. It means this media root, you'll try to access it by using which one? Media URL. This media root, you try to access it by using which one? Media URL and this is media root. Same thing. For example, view is there. What is the name of the view? view one. How you access the view one? By using one path. What is the name of that? V1. V1 is what here? URL. And view one is what? Name of the view. This view one, how you are calling this with what? V1. In the same way, your media files are stored in one location. In your project, it is stored in. Your project is there in which drive? F drive. Your project is there in F drive. What is the name of this? Project 1. Inside the project 1, there is one folder called which one? Media. Then how you refer this? Or how you refer this? You refer like this F colon backslash? No. You refer this with one path. And that path is nothing but what? Media URL. That path is nothing but media URL. Okay. Now you try to give some name. And what is the name you are giving? Media. So whenever I say media, it is referring to what? This location. Whenever I'm saying media, it is referring to what? This location, right? And that you define it by using which one? Media root. Media URL and one more is what? Media root. How you write it? For example, I'm writing here media root, media root, media root. Any name you can give, but you try to give. Most of the times you give the name as what? Media. So what is the name I'm giving? Media, and they should be prefix and suffix with what? Forward slash. Because it is a path, and always a path is separated with what? Slash. Always a path is separated with what? Slash. So what is a media root is given? Slash, media and slash. It means whenever you want to access media, whenever you want to access the media location, how you are accessing that media location? By using which one? Media, right? Any name you can give, any name you can give, but this is only what here? URL. So media, sorry, this is what here? Media URL. Then after media URL, the next one what you have is media root. I said media root is nothing but the location where your media root is nothing but the location where your images are what? Saved. You upload the image. When you upload the image, is it image is stored in the table? No, image is not stored in the table. Which one is stored in the table? Location, URL. Which one is stored in the table? URL means the location of that particular image, but image data is not uploaded in what? Table. Then you are defining the media root. What is the media root here is media root equal to same thing. The path, how you define, like template path. How you define the template path? You define the template path by saying what? Basic directory. How you define it? Basic directory. Then slash, basic directory slash. What is that here? Define where you are trying to upload the images. I just give the name of this folder is also what here? Media. That's all. You need to configure two things. In which one? Settings.py. In settings.py, you need to add two variables. One is media URL and one more is what? Media root. It means where you are uploading the images in one physical location of your project, and you are uploading in one folder. And what is the name of the folder? Media. And that is created in which folder? Project folder. That is created in which folder? Project folder. That's all. These two things you have to define in what? Settings.py. These two things you have to define in settings.py. So this is helpful when you are uploading it. When you are uploading it. But when you display it, you try to display it, right? You try to display it. When you display it, then you need to access by using some name. I should access by using name. What name? Media URL, and that should be configured with what? Base directory as well as what? Media. See here, media URL is defined and media root is defined. This is for what? Uploading. This is for what? Uploading. But if I want to display the image, I should display the image by using what name? Media. And this media is referring to which directory? base directory, and base directory. In this base directory, what is there? Media is there. In that you'll have images, right? It means I need to access it by using what name? Media. And that is mapped with which one? Base directory and media. But this configuration should be done in urls.py. So why? Because see, certain websites you can directly type URL, right? You type the URL and display the image. Suppose Amazon is there or some other websites, if you see, you can type the URL of the image. You type the URL of what? Image. Directly you can display the image within the browser by typing what? URL. So that the client can download that particular image. Understood? So for that, in urls.py, next step is in urls.py, urls.py. Now settings.py is over. In urls.py, what you have to define? Path. Path for which files? Media files. You have to define the path for which files? Media files. You have to define path for media files. But how you define the path for media files? Here. Now this is urls.py. In urls.py, what is there here? URL patterns. What is there here? URL patterns. Now you can update, means you can add one more URL pattern. What is it? Another URL pattern? Media. What is it? Another URL pattern? Media. You can add directly as a part of this, but you can concatenate because this is a list, right? Is it this list? Yes. But how you do concatenation? By using URLs. Okay, URLs underscore URLs pattern. You can concatenate or you can write directly. What is the name of the here? You are trying to define it by using which one? Path. Because this path is referred to what? Views. Okay, because of that, you are writing outside by doing what? Concatenation. If you want, you can directly write it. And this is which path? View path or static resources path? Static resources path. Then you have to use what? Static. There is one function called static. Django.urls. Okay, static is provided one function called which one? Static. And in the static, you have to define how many things? Two things. What is that? Here you define how many things? Sorry. Here you define how many things? Two things. What do you define it? You'll say path followed by what? URL, and then followed by which one? View. Okay, path followed by URL and what? View. But this is for defining the path for what? Views. But I want to define the path for what? Static resources. Then how you define the path for static resources? By using one function called which one? Static. By using one function called which one? Static. Static. It followed by static followed by what? URL. But you define this URL where? Here you define the URL or not? Yes. Where you define the media URL? In settings.py. In settings.py, you'll say settings dot. What is a URL? Media URL. Media URL, comma. There is a path. Root. What is the location? What is the location? You'll say settings dot. What is the name of the variable? Media underscore, what is that? Root. It means you are accessing this media root by using which one? Media URL. You are accessing this media root by using what? Media URL. Correct or not? This you are accessing media root by using which one? Media URL, and this should be added inside what? URL patterns. So there is one function, and what is the name of the function? Are you getting or not? See, first what you are doing, you define media URL and media root. So this is the public name, and this is the name which is referred to base directory and media, right? In urls.py, add, okay, what you are adding? Path. Adding the path using, what is the name of the function is? Static function, which is there in Django Django dot what? URLs. This function is existing. So add path using static function exists in Django dot URLs. Django dot URLs. And what is the syntax of this path is? The syntax of path is you are writing a static. What is the name of the function? Static. And then you define settings dot. Settings is what here? What is the settings? Module name. Settings is what name? Module name. Because you define the media URL and media root where you are defining in settings. Settings. In settings, you are writing media underscore what is it? URL. Comma. Okay, comma. You are saying settings. Okay, settings dot what is it? Media underscore which one? Root. So this should be added in what? URLs dot py. That's all. So this is the first step. What is the first step? Configuration of media settings. Now this you have to do in which file? Settings.py. How many variables you are creating? Two variables. One is media URL and one more is media root. Then second is in urls.py, you define what? Path. By using which function? Static function and settings dot media underscore URL comma settings dot media underscore what? Root. Clear? Okay, this should be added in what? URL patterns. So most of the applications they'll write like this: URL patterns plus equal. Plus equal means what is plus equal? Huh? Plus equal means what? Concatenation. This is what? Concatenation. Concatenation. Is it this is concatenation? Not a. This is what? Concatenation. So I put in a list. Concatenation. This is what? Concatenation. You can write directly, or you can say URL patterns plus equal to what you are trying to do it? Static. This is nothing but concatenation. Concatenation and assigning. Again, to which variable? URL patterns. If you want, you can add directly in what? URL patterns by using which function? Static. But some applications you may find like this. It doesn't mean it means that you are adding this static path to which variable? URL patterns. You are adding this to which variable? URL patterns. Okay, na? So up to this you understood, right? Then next is you have to create. Next thing is creating. Creating which one? Model. You have to create a model. So the next thing what you have to do is you have to create a model. Create a model. So create a model. And you are trying to create a model by saying a class. Now this is a syntax. You have to create a model here. Now this is a syntax. Yes. The syntax is class. Okay, class. What name here? Model class name. And this is inherited. Which one? Models dot. What is the name of the class? Model. And here you define the field name. You may define the field name. So field name equal to models dot. Which one you want to upload? Image. Then just use the name of the field is. The name of the type is what? Image field. Suppose you want to upload a file. You will say models dot. Which field? File field. Which field? File field. Then here I'm selecting which field? Image field. Image field. And here you have an attribute. What is the name of the attribute is upload to. Upload underscore to. Now here you have to define the location. You have to define the location or path. You have to define the location or what is that? Path. So what is the path I'm giving is I want to upload to which location? Which location? Media. I want to upload to which location? Media. So this media I'm uploading in which location? Media. Is it this is a path or not? See, this is a path or not? Yes. This media is a URL and this URL is referring to physical location. This URL is referring to what? Physical location. What is the physical location? Your project folder. And in the project folder, which one is there? Media folder is there. In that folder, it will try to upload this particular image. It will try to upload this particular image. Here I've given upload to. See, if I'm writing directly F colon backslash backslash, if I'm writing F colon backslash backslash, okay, project one backslash backslash, okay, F colon backslash backslash, project one backslash backslash. If I'm writing a media, so this is physical path or not? Yes. Here you are hard coding it, but generally in projects, this hard coding is not allowed. Then how you access this path? Or how you are accessing this path? You are accessing this path by using what? URL. And what is the name of that? Media. What is the name of that? Media. And media, yes, sorry. Media, and I'm just writing here slash. It means you are storing or you are uploading the image into this particular location. Here also file field, and here I'm writing upload to, then you define the location or what is that? URL, or you need to define the path. Means in your project, you are accessing the media URL by using what name? Media. So whenever you want to access a path, you access the path by using what name? Media. So that is what is the meaning of media URL. Means this location you are accessing with what name? Media. This location you are accessing with what name? Media. So whenever you want to access this location, you are accessing with what name? Media. Getting or not? Right? So that is what we mean by media URL and media route. So once this is done, what do you do it? You create a form and insert the image, upload the image and submit the data. Then it will be stored in what? Your model, right? So we need to develop one project for this. Okay. Up to this clear, all of you? Up to this clear? You understood one-to-one relation, one-to-many and many-to-many? What do you say, yes or no? One-to-one, one-to-many, many-to-many. Then after this, images. Not only images, you can upload images, audio, video, anything you can upload it. You can upload video. After uploading video, how you display video in the template? How you display the video in the template? How to play video in web page? Which tag? Video tag. You are using which tag? Video tag. How you play the audio tag. How you display the image? Image tag. Okay, anyway, tomorrow I'll tell you like how to upload and what images, because it will take time to develop the project, right? So I don't want in between it should break. So tomorrow I'll tell you this, and after this we'll develop one simple application using models and model relationships, including this image uploading and all the things. Then after that we'll go for session tracking. Okay, right? Session tracking or session management. And once we done that session management, we'll go for authentication and authorization. And then we'll start what do you call it as REST API, right? And after authentication and authorization, I'll tell you one more project. So using this, we'll see one project, and using that also we'll see one more project, and in REST API, I'll tell you one project. Okay, total 3 projects, and that you can extend it. Whatever I'm telling you in the class, you can add more things and extend it. Okay, right? So, but tomorrow after uploading and downloading, we'll see one application, right? So thank you. We'll see tomorrow, right? Flask we'll see here. Yeah, because you are using a development server. You are using a development server. It is a development server. I said in the beginning, whenever you work with the Django or whenever you install the Django installed with one server, default server, that is a development server, that is not a production server. Okay. It is only for development, but not for serving to internet. In internet, you have to use another server. Okay. We'll see that later. That is only a warning. We'll see how to configure production servers, because development servers cannot have all the features. Scaling and all the things will not be there for development servers. Because of that, you don't use development servers only for development, not for providing services, right? In real time, it has to be put in production server, production environment, that we'll see later. Okay, right? Yeah, I've not sent. I'll send today, right?